Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Serdan and I will discuss about risk assessment and first aid. Risk assessment is the process of identifying, analyzing, and evaluating potential risks or hazards in various situations, activities, or environments. So, risk assessment is like taking a checkup of potential dangers or problem in different situations. It helps you identify possible risks, evaluate how likely they are to happen, and find ways to reduce their impact. For example, before going on a trip, you might do a risk assessment to think about things like traffic accidents, natural disaster, or health issues. In the workplace, it can help identify hazards like faculty equipments or employee mistakes so you can take steps to avoid them. By doing a risk assessment, you can prepare. Case step in risk assessment. Identify hazard in step involves recognizing and listing potential resources of situation that may cause harm, damage, or adverse effects. So think of this step as spotting a potential danger zone in your life of work. You are looking for anything that could cause harm, damage, or negative effect. It could be something simple like a wet floor or something more complex like a machine with moving parts. Once you found all the potential hazard, you can start thinking about how to prevent them. Next is evaluate risk. It's the process of assessing the identified hazard to determine likelihood and probability of adverse events or consequences. Now that you have a list of possible dangers, it's time to figure out just how dangerous they really are. These steps helps you understand the change or something bad happened and how severe the consequences might be if it does. Imagine it like a scale where you weigh the probability of an accident against the potential harm it could cause. The higher the number of the scale, the more important is to take action to reduce the risk. Next is implement control measure. After identifying and assessing risk, control measures are measures put in place to manage, reduce, or eliminate those risks. These measures are designed to enhance safety and mitigate the potential harm associated with the hazard. Of this step, putting the brakes on the risk you identify earlier. You come up with specific action or step to reduce or eliminate the dangers. For example, if you identify a wet floor as a hazard, you might implement a sign to warn people to or put down non-slip mats. By taking these actions, you can make the situations safer for everyone. Next is monitor and review. This step involves continuous oversight and periodic assessment to ensure that the control measures are effective in managing risk. So now that you have your control measure in place, it's time to keep an eye on things. This step involves checking regularly to see if the measures are working as planned. If they are not, you can make change or add new one until you find what works best. It's like checking checking the weather forecast to prepare for a storm. You want to be ready for any unexpected change. Example of risk assessment: workplace risk assessment, environmental risk assessment, health risk assessment, sports and recreational activities risk. So let's go to first aid. It's the immediate and essential care of assistance provided to an injured or ill person before professional medical help arrives. First aid is like giving someone a quick dose of medicine when they are sick or hurt. It's the immediate help giving before a doctor can arrive or more advice treatment can be received. The goal is to provide basic care to prevent further harm or injury until proper medical attention can be given. Think of it like applying a bandage to stop bleeding or giving someone a sprain for a headache. It's not a substitute for real medicine care, but it can help save lives until professional can take over. Of basic first aid kit: adhesive bandage, sterile gauze pads and tape, septic wipes or solution, scissors and tweezers, cotton balls or swabs, disposable gloves and thermometer, pain reliever, CPR face shield or mask and tweezers, elastic bandage, instant cold packs, first aid manual or instructors, emergency contacts information, personal medication. These are some common first aid techniques. First is CPR. Always remember the doctor's A, B, C. D is for danger. Tan-awon nimo kung safe ba ang location para sa imong tabangan o para sa imong kaugalingon. For response, imurag uyugon nimo si gamay, then imong pangutan-on og okay ra ba si Pero ug wa kay madawat nga response, diha na mo sugod ang S, shout for help, mangayo kag tabang. A for airway, imong iisa gamay ang suwang para mura si kanang makakuha si og hangin ba. Next, B for breathing. Always remember the look, listen, and feel. Look, tan-awon nimo kung normal ba ang iyang heart beating. Second is listen. Imo paminawon kung normal ba ang iyang kanang pagginhawa ba. Then feel, imong itunong imong naong dira sa dapit siyang baba kung nabay mo gawas na hangin. Do this no more than 10 seconds. If dili jud normal mo, diri na ka magsugod og CPR. But make sure that the ambulance is on the way. Magsugod na ka og CPR, imo pong hinumduman ang push, hard, and fast. Fast means 2 times every second. Hard means need to go down 5 cm, and then 230 compression. Ini professional ka or dili ka murag awkward munghoy mo og mouth to mouth, pwede ra nimo buhaton. Pero kung dili, ipadayon ra nimo until murag mo normal ang iyang paginhawa. Then nikapuyon ka, dapat magpaalili ka, kailangan dili to maundang at para mobalik ang iyang murag normal breathing. And next is circulation. If okay na ang pag-circulate sa iyong heart, pwede ka na maundang. Pero kung dili pa jud, imo pa jud ipadayon hantod nga moabot ang mga doctors or ang ambulance nga mo rescue niya. Next is choking. Kailangan kanang matuk-an na ka imong kamuting ana, mura siya og mag-cross sa imong liog para kanang di ba kung nay mag-cross atong liog kay mura tagkasukaon din maghuot atong liog. Then sunod is imong ibuta ang kamot mismo sa center jud sa imong dughan, pero diri ubot sa kung kumbaga ato kana bang ato inaon nga gikabuhi imong pisliton diha. Then imo siya i-press pataas para mogawas tong iyang kanang nakakuan ni naka-choke. And the rest, mauna na ang ilang mga steps. Thank you for listening. Mabuhay!